about 19 billion cedis to respond to COVID. And we did not necessarily charge the Ghanaian for it. We had to borrow, we had to take money from the Bank of Ghana to deal with the COVID pandemic. But that 19 billion cedis has to be paid for at some point.
What do you mean by 19 billion that you borrowed for COVID pandemic has to be paid by Ghanaians? Nobody asked you to borrow that money. Nobody asked you to lock the country down. You locked the country down because of safety reasons. And that is the price you pay for locking us down. You have to support us. So you can't just go around and then say and find a way that you'll be taking back that 19 million. Nobody asked you to borrow that money. After all, it's our own money. So if you borrowed that money, you pay it. Nobody will pay anything back. Ghana for someone say sometimes politicians, they are smart. More free light no crown nipa saying the it's not all the regions and no receive free light and free water. And you won't mean gas over so. What do you mean by Ghanaians should pay? Let's continue the video.
19 billion include the free water and electricity.
It does. It is important that we pay 10 pesos extra on petrol and diesel prices. It's important that we pay 1% extra on the NHIL. It's part.
What's the outcome? That 19 million, what we will have to do, Ghanaians, is that we will pay 10% extra on national health insurance, petrol or diesel. Said is that what you told us? You said it is free. Free water. What is the meaning of free? Mr. Kojo upon Nkrumah. Free, you know, what the idea will be free. You sound so caught around and say Mosona Mochia. What kind of politics is that? With politics, Ghanaians, let us wise up. These politicians, they are smart. Okay, let's continue.
Of COVID-related expenses.
No, but give us that one hand and you're taking it back there.
No, we were in the midst of a crisis and government had to front load.
You said it was free.
But it's free to you. It wasn't free.
Good question. Good question, Mr. Presenter. I will say you said it's free. What is the definition of free? What's the idea of free? You sound so what kind of life is that? Politicians. Oh man, let's continue listening to him.
Free to the treasury. It wasn't free to the treasury.
I'm lost here.
No, so when we say free electricity, it doesn't mean that the IPP producer is also going to say, because the president has said free electricity, I won't charge the country for it.
The government will have to pay.
Yes, we know if you borrow money from somebody, you have to pay for it. But we didn't borrow the money from you. We were there working, and then you told us to go on lockdown. You provide us with free light and free water. So we didn't borrow any money from you. So we don't have any responsibility. It is chrono panamobo. Because yembo besia eden yebetua eka. Undi obika utia eka. What kind of entrono?
Men will have to pay.
Yeah, but I'm saying that you are now in 2021.
Yes.
You now want us to pay for it.
I'm saying the government, for example.
Exactly. This is the politics of the politicians. They are tricks. Now you have the power. You are in office. So you've messed up and you are now coming back to take the money from us. Okay, we are now the culprits. This is wrong. Now you are in 2021. So what can come, right? Okay. We shall see.
We had to borrow money, the fiscal impact about 19 billion, to make all of those expenses happen. And in addition to that, there are going to be expenses in the medium term because of COVID. The government is asking a question. Can we continue to accommodate this COVID black hole?
COVID black hole, saying, if we cannot accommodate it, nobody asked you to borrow that money. Expert advise you, and remember, expert advise you. Even Kosi Pratt, advice on this initiative I'm taking. Ex-President John Dramani Mahama so Emma said what you are doing, the risk that you are taking, it's risky because the economic condition of the country was not in a good state to do what you were doing, but you went ahead to do it. fine. We appreciate it. Not even all the Ghanaians that enjoyed it, fine. But why do you come back to take the money that you borrowed from us? This is stealing. This is not a way of controlling the economy or filling the black hole in the economy, or whatever term that you use. It is stealing, pure stealing. No way. What I won't pen and I won't gentle, because umbo bibisia untimi enkonko tuaneka say maybe obia mbo besia. Musi free. It is free. We won't accept this, and if we pay it, okay, time will tell.
In this already widening gap of our finances, or do we have to introduce a revenue handle that can take care of it? And the government comes to a view that, with the greatest of respect, can we take 1% VAT to pay for that, so that COVID does not become an ever-burdening expenditure item for us?
Yeah, but when you were borrowing the money, did you think about that? That we were not, it was going to create an ever-burdening whatever on top of on Ghanaians? That we are taking just 1%. That 1%, and what can you know about the whole of Ghanaians? About 25 or 30 million people. Do you know how much is going to sum up to? I didn't think I'm it is pure stealing from you if you end up agreeing to this and then implementing it for all Ghanaians to pay 10 pesos on national health insurance and petrol, or all the everything that you want to add up this 10 pesos. And this is something unacceptable. Ghanaians, we are not going to accept it unless we don't see it.
You made a choice to give us free water and electricity. You've extended it, and it served you well in the politics of the day.
Because government
won the election.
Yes, when you did this, it all helped in making sure the MPP retain the power. Okay, they are still in office because of this. So, it's hands go, hands come. You've given us free, we voted for you. So, you cannot say we should pay it back. Now you are in office. So, this is what you are doing. We should pay back. Didn't you know the consequences of your actions before doing it? Let's continue listening to him.
Governments make
only doubters come and tell us to pay for it.
No, because governments make choices on behalf of their people. If we are at war, and the government has to make a decision that we have to procure A, B, C, D, E, F, G to go to war and win that war, and does not necessarily tax the population for it today.
If we are at war, the people know the strategies, the actions we will be doing, how we are going to fight the enemy. You did not tell us that we are going to borrow money and one day we will pay. This is the strategy. If you are using the war as a scenario, war, all the people fighting know the strategy we'll be using. Did we know any strategy? Did we know that we were going to pay some money back? We didn't know. So this scenario will not apply to this situation.
And mobilizes for us.
But the free was populist then.
I'm coming to mobilize and come together and achieve it. It is well in order for the government, when we have won the war, or we are on a clear path to winning the war, to say, this has been the cost.
So it wasn't free then?
It was free to the people of Ghana at the time.
But we did not know it was free to us at the time. All we knew was it was free. And free means free. You don't pay for it. What I am wondering, can this presenter ask him the definition of free? At the time, when the couple of this now, okay, when the two on money are bringing this guy say, my Jessica, but my name say, Metriaoka. That is borrowing. We did not borrow it. You provided us with us. That is the strategy of the war, as you are saying, and we don't have to pay anything back.
But now we are paying for it.
Treasury, we have to now begin to close.
You just delayed the payment. So because it wasn't, you should have told us that.
Well, no, because
but down the line, you pay for this.
No, because everything we consume in this country is paid for. Or ought to be paid for. If not, we'll arrive at that graph that you showed us earlier.
So he's saying that Ghanaians should know that everything that we are consuming in this country is paid for. Who goes to the market and see a chocolate or something that is written free and pay for it? Why? And is there anything in the supermarket that is written or any inscription on it as free? There's nothing like that. So if it is free, it is free. Period. Let's continue listening to him.
the gap keeps widening. So this is a defining moment for a government. Do you say, well, I don't want to, offend the people, or do you confront the people with the reality that fellow Ghanaians, the reality is that this gap cannot be there forever?
Then you've made the wrong choice. You are facing the reality. This is not the reality, because in the first place, from day one, all we knew was it was free. There is nothing like we are giving you free water or free electricity for us to fight corona, and then you pay it back in 5 years or in 2 years time. There is nothing like that. The reality is it's free. So the people will be angry. All right, people will be angry.
We have to mobilize to repay. So I'm going back to Ofuase to explain to my people why we need to ensure that we all pay that 1% extra, so that we can continue to provide those services for the people of Ghana and protect lives and livelihoods. And that's what we're expecting. That all
the people of Ofuase don't accept it. Obama so free. You know it is free. And free means free. You don't pay it back. You don't owe anybody. So, Mr. Opon Nkrumah, you can't explain anything to the people of Ofuase for them to accept. If they accept, well, that is their own problem. We will, okay? We've lived in other countries and we know how they are managing their affairs. And you won't be providing free. Other countries are giving $1,500 and etc. What do you free educate, free light, any free and so I be mukuranya bina. What's answer basa wo beji kakrana or the boy? Hey, before pan, you just say it's more than before. It's more attention will be this government. Oh man, pure disappointment.
of us across the divide will do at this critical time in our nation. About 19 billion cedis.
Man, this is pure robbery. What to me, I'm very disappointed in what Mr. Opon Nkrumah is saying, or even the government as a whole. I'm very disappointed, really disappointed, because you cannot just come back and these poor people going through all these difficult times, and then you say you'll be increasing. Dear, what crying to me? Prices net what crown among 20 minutes. Also, the other tax VAT first about to subium. Let's read some comment from Ghanaians and let's see their opinions in general. All right, this comment is coming from Yusuf Ibrahim Hassan. Or say, come to listen to this. Come to believe the saying, there is no free lunch. Politicians, as shaking my head, they will give you an egg and end up taking your fowl. Very soon we'll be paying for free SHS too in the form of tax, considering how debt is tearing at us in the face. Yeah, that's everything. You said it. Oh, Yusuf Ibrahim Hassan. Let's read the next comment. It's from Logic. Logic said, finally, time to be real with the people. No such thing as free lunch. We pay one way or the other for the government, for what the government says is free. Good job, Mr. Nkrumah. Okay, thank you for your comment. The next comment is from Efia Papa Bibuating. Or say, the free water, some of us didn't even enjoy. So it amazes me how quiet everyone is. Everyone is if this high cost of living, everyday prices of stuff going high, if they were to happen during the previous government time, you will see the kind of noise and demon of various people all over bashing the government. But with this government, everyone is quiet. Oh man, and suffering in silence. Hey, better Ghana and pa. We all go there inla. Some of us won't come home for 4 years to enjoy the better Ghana. Yes. Now what situation we say we better Ghana. Kai. With this kind of trend, this kind of situation, no from Ghana. This one is coming from Spentel and another thing. 1. So JDM was right to caution the government about freebies. Okay. Where are those who were lambasting him? Hypocrisy will kill Ghanaians. Exactly. Hypocrisy be queen. The next comment is from Deception in Ghana's politics. It's just scary. we the youth are not angry enough to demand for accountability and fairness. Exactly. We are not angry enough. All right, so video now was too much. Thank you for watching this video. Please consider subscribing to the channel or liking the page for more. Bye bye.